the Muay Thai Federation too, like they're very, very cooperative, very supportive for the kids. They are doing tournaments so that in UAE, Jujitsu and Muay Thai, there's boxing, but the federation is not active. Let's put everything at the table. Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai, the federation, they're very active. They're very supportive. There is tournaments every time.
And they pay them as well to go.
Yeah, they pay them. Yeah. And you know, and for us or for the kids, win or lose, this is the engine that encourages you to continue. If you lose, come on. I swear to God, when I used to lose in the tournaments, I went to the mat the same day, man. The same day. The same day. If I'm losing, I go to the gym to train. If I win, I want to continue because I'm sure Jibber or another guy, I'm going to see him again in the tournaments, man. The first tournament I lost in Abu Dhabi I lost in 18 seconds. Wow. Proudly, I'm saying this, 18 seconds. You know, I was so prepared. I went like, there is a mountain here, a mountain here. I'm so tired. Mentally, like something new for me. Then I shake hands with the guy. The guy, he went to the back and he ran. I said, wait, we don't have it. We don't take this in Jiu-Jitsu, you know? Then he jumped on my guard, omoplata, pop-up tap in 18 seconds. I met this guy in the final tournaments in Amman 2008. I took my revenge in 2008. Yeah.
You're like, psst, remember that omoplata? Not today, my friend.
Yeah.
Guys, welcome to another episode of Jibber with Jabber. This is episode 99. We're almost at the 100. So I'd like to start by saying that making this episode and making these episodes, I get to meet some of the most incredible people. I get to meet some UFC fighters, BJJ fighters, people at, the top of their game. And also Ammar. I met him too. Don't hit me, bro. Ammar Al Ahmad, how are you, dude?
Fine, good, bro. First of all, it's an honor to be here. I love the scenes here. I love the studio. It's amazing.
Thank you so much.
I feel that I'm in Hollywood now, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some mats there as well, so we can we can do some rolling at the end. Look, this is where I'm gonna start. Is it true that you're the first Arab to get your BJJ black belt after His Highness Sheikh Tahnoon?
In Abu Dhabi, yes.
In Abu Dhabi,
yes.
Not in Dubai.
In Dubai, I don't know, but I think yes. Yeah? I think in both. I'm the first one after Sheikh Tahnoon. Because Sheikh Tahnoon, he started Jiu-Jitsu in 1994 in States as a normal guy. He told them like his nickname is Ben. He didn't tell them that he's one of the royal family. In 1997, he came back to Abu Dhabi. Then he brought, he trained Jiu-Jitsu. Then he created something called ADCC.
Okay.
He's the creator for ADCC. She changed the rules. Then I was an organizer, 1998, 99, 2000, 2001 in ADCC in Abu Dhabi. I was in a university and we used to wear yellow t-shirts like what I'm wearing now.
Yeah, so this is like a homage to the old days, huh?
Then after that, I don't know what's going on. I used to play Taekwondo when I was like 12 until 17, then I escaped.
Those kicks, huh?
Yeah, I have the good kicks.
Yeah,
good legs until now.
Yeah.
Then after that, when I was like, we used to play football in a beach football in Shat Al Raha. Like we are a couple of like bunch of guys. One of us is only playing in a professional. The rest is like from Syria, Yemen, Somalia, Jordan, UAE, mix. Then in one of these tournaments, we beated one of the elite teams. We reached the semi-final. Then I think there's a guy whose name is Hamad Sail Kitbi. He's the uncle of Sheikh Tahnoon bin Zayed from his mother's side. He came to us. He said, "Guys, you play with whom?" I said, "Our manager. He's a Jordanian." He said, "Well, just we are neighborhood guys playing football and we reach." He said that now I need you to play with under ADCC teams. I said, that's an honor for us to play with. Then we used to go there to train. Abu Dhabi royal family used to train there, but we don't train with them. They train with their friends. And because I was organizer and I was also playing football, Sheikh Tahnoon, like he's seeing me here and there. Then he advised me once, I was like doing bodybuilding, you know.
Yeah.
That's in the
The
90s.
usual
That's
Arab,
yeah, the usual Arab. Because
Yeah.
we used to have only karate
Yeah.
and taekwondo because like in the Georgian society next to my house there is a taekwondo. My dad put me there.
Yeah. This is what year? 62.
No. No,
I had to.
this
I know that I'm getting as much as I possibly can out while I'm protected by the
no,
mics.
but
After we'll deal with it later.
62, I think that the date Riyadh start karate.
No, Riyadh started in when they used to do commentates.
I quit.
competitions,
I
yeah.
stopped like 1994.
Yeah.
I escaped because there's no competitions that time. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
it just couple of guys we train with them every day. Then I said told my dad, I don't want this, but I get a lot of benefits out of it. It makes me strong, confidence that these things. Then after that, Sheikh Tahnoon said, why you don't play Jujitsu? I said, no, because I was organizer. I know this. I know it's Jujitsu, but I said, there's no place in Abu Dhabi you teach Jujitsu. He said, no, there is a place in Khalidiyya area. There's an old building called Adam and Hawa building. It's in Abu Dhabi there. He said, just go there, tell them I'm from Sheikh Tahnoon. I went there. I told the guys, I trained for a couple of weeks, but that time I was like the last semester in university. I said, I want to finish, then I'll come back. When I came back after 6 months, they moved to the ADCC. Where is the ADCC now? It's like the country club, Abu Dhabi country club. And they start the journey there. I'm an honor to start there, to be honest, nice. But sometimes, you know, and when we start Jibber, sometimes two guys, three guys, I finish like my university, I go to sleep on the mat because if I goes home,
It's too late,
it's too late. Then like sometimes there's no one to train with me and the coach only. Sometimes like I invite my friends, hey guys, come on, let's train. But as they said, white belt is a black belt, but a black belt is a white belt. Didn't quit, so I didn't quit, and alhamdulillah, I got my black belt.
That's crazy. I mean, because when I look at the statistics, I think it's something like only 3% of people who start jiu-jitsu continue to black belt.
With me, 3 guys. Exactly.
3 guys.
3 guys. Me, myself, in the club. There is one guy, his name is Wahid. He's Yemeni in Al Ain, and he used to work in Abu Dhabi. And there is also Muhammad Al Mus'abi. He's a black belt. He's now teaching in Al Ain club. He's a local guy. The only 3 black belts from the day I started
till now.
In the club. When they started together. They started 2001 and 2. I started almost 2000, but the rest they quit because, you know, there is no people to fight with, no people to train with. We train with always 5-6 guys the same. There's no competitions, so people, you know,
you can't progress as well, because it's like you know these guys now, you know what they're gonna do.
Exactly, there's no motivation to. There's you know nothing. But I think 2004-5 we started the tournaments.
Yeah.
Then 2000. I think I can say 2009-10, it's the edge where Jiu-Jitsu grows up high when His Excellency Abdul Mun'im Al-Hashimi take over the federation, and it's like the sky's the limit. And
who was teaching in those days, in the beginning days? Were there Brazilians that used to come and teach, or who was actually taking the classes and stuff?
When Sheikh Tahnoon came from state, he brought some of the black belts there. They used to compete under ADCC, you know, as a fighter in ADCC. Some of them, they're fighters. And I can't remember one of the guys, his name is Kareem. He's, I think, Dagestani man. He's a fighter, and between two brackets, supposed to be a coach, but like totally is not a coach. He used to he let you be like, you know, a dummy, just train with. But when they start the Jiu-Jitsu, there's a 3 months, Sheikh Tahnoon make a contract. I mean, let's say ADCC make a contract with a Brazilian top team. There's a guy, his name is Zimario. Zimario is a famous guy. 3 months, there is a black belt from Zimario's team to come over to Abu Dhabi. And 3 months, there is a blue Bulgarian guy. His name is Peter. He used to teach there. Then 3 months on, 3 months off. When a guy came, his name is Carlos Santos. You know, in that time, to be honest, like, we want a permanent coach, you know. We love the sport.
Especially when it's changing all the time.
Exactly. There's no progress. And I wrote a letter, I still remember, to Sheikh Tahnoon, to Muhammad bin Tha'lub al-Dir'i, and I wrote an email to Zimario, because I don't have a direct contact with them. We used to see them. Sheikh Tahnoon, sometimes he rolled in front of us. But, you know, as you know, as a respect, you know, when he's
Yeah.
training, then
You're like, I want to keep my visa. I'm not tapping anyone out. I'm not tapping out any sheikhs.
no, we don't train with them.
Yeah.
We don't train with them. He has his own team, friends. But you know, he's a high level at that time. He's a black belt, and he's a legit black belt. You know, and he created the ADCC. He brought like the big superstars in jiu-jitsu and submission wrestling that time to train with, and we are a white belt. Bunch of white belts. We know nothing. We know power only. We use power. We wrote, I still remember, I wrote a letter to Mohammed bin Tha'lub al-Dir'i, to Zimario, an email, so that we want a coach to be there permanent. Then that time Carlos was there. Carlos, he started to be there, and he imported some of black belts with him. My coach is the one appreciated. His name is Olavo Obrio. He's now teaching in Thailand. He used to be in Bukit Top team. Now I think he has a Temple Jiu-Jitsu.
Wow. His own one,
Yeah. He's not a superstar fighter, but he's a very good coach. Like I can say 90% of the techniques I have until now, it's all I came from basics, you know?
Yeah.
And to be honest, I appreciate him. And when 2004 came, man, Jiu-Jitsu started, some tournaments between Jordan, Abu Dhabi, Bahrain, some Kuwaitis. They used to have no Jiu-Jitsu from state and these things. We have a competitions, and that time, you know, we go, and the Jiu-Jitsu grow a little bit in the region. I used to travel to Jordan, here in Abu Dhabi, like every 3-4 months there's a tournament. But I told you the edge when His Excellency Abdul Manam al-Hashimi took over the federation.
And when did you go to Europe to start competing? Because you're 4 times European gold medalist, right?
Yeah, I started 2009, 10, 11, 12. I as a fighter, you know, there I was like 2 competition purple belt and 2 competition as a brown belt.
Wow.
It's different feeling, man, when you go there.
Completely, bro.
Man, in 2009 in Lisbon, there is like 4,500 fighters. Not all of them my category, but you know, to go in a stadium like there's 4,500, 6-7 days. But it will organize, like they tell Ammar,
one after the other. Yeah.
Like they have a schedule. Ammar or not Ammar, they mention like weight category, purple belt. No, purple belt weight category. For example, 92. They start on 3 a.m. They will not start before 3 a.m.
Wow.
So I goes there, and the bad things that time was your weigh-ins 5 minutes before your fight.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No time to carb up or nothing and get back.
No. So that always when I goes there, I go always upper category. My weight is 92. I always goes under 100 because you know, paying tickets, I paying hotels, and then I'm gonna go out because of my weight. I said, come on.
Lose because you're dehydrated.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do it. But it's different feeling when you fought there.
Yeah.
When you know strangers, you don't know them. I still remember the first one in 2009. We started with open weight category. Normally the logic is goes with your weight category. Then after that it goes for the open weight.
Yeah.
Open weight is the 2009 started first. I got gold medal in open weights, man.
Wow.
After 7 fights. But I was to be honest prepared very well. Like I used to train from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. conditioning daily, starting from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and afternoon we start 2 hours jiu-jitsu. Thursday is only running. Friday, Saturday is a holiday. 2 days holidays, like just to recover. I going there like the first fight, second fight. I'm not tired. It's crazy things.
You're
man.
like, I need to get some more medals in here. Like,
When I get the gold medal in my weights, then after that I went to my on open weights. I went to my weight category. I was fighting with a guy. I think his background is judo. I put him in the guard. You know, he took my arm from under my back. I couldn't escape. Then I opened the guard for him. I closed my hands like this. Then I want to give him the arm bar because to escape.
Yeah.
You know, when I release, I shake my hands. The referee said, stop. I said, why? He said, you tapped. I said, I didn't tap.
Yeah.
But you know the problem in jiu-jitsu? You cannot talk with the referees.
At all, yeah.
At all. But you know what? I said it's. Then I go argue. You know, I was like young, crazy boy that time.
Arab.
Yeah,
That's
but
the,
Arabs.
that's
yeah,
the main
yeah.
part.
Yeah,
Take
yeah.
away young, take away age, take away everything. Arab, we're
No,
gonna
but still,
argue about
I'm
everything.
Arab now, but I'm not arguing much.
Yeah, but your shawarma comes and it was jej and you wanted chicken and you wanted beef and it's like the argument's coming straight. Yeah.
Then I went to the table because there is a male referee in the match and there's two guys on the table.
yeah.
I told him I didn't tap. He said yes, but I cannot do anything. The referee stopped the fight.
Wow.
I said it's okay. I got gold in my open weight. Thank you. I got bronze. It was in the semi-final because in that time like 3 guys that got bronze. So I said it's okay. I got gold in, it's something crazy to get gold in Europe. And I
Especially
think
7th fight, and it's so young. Like the sport of jiu-jitsu was very young compared to all these other countries that have had it for a lot longer, to then come in with you guys who haven't been training anywhere near as long as them and just showing them.
yeah, and I think I'm the first Arab trained in Arab country get a gold medal in Europe.
Wow.
Yeah, but then after that I went 10, 11, 12. I compete in my weight category only that time, and that time they changed the rules. If you get your gold medal, I mean the first, the second, the third only goes to the open weight. But I said I don't want open weight because you have to wait.
Yeah.
When you finish your category, you have to wait 3-4 hours. I said it's okay. I want to enjoy Portugal. I went there, see the Arab heritage days.
Yeah.
Arab was there.
Yeah. The Arabs were everywhere, dude. You'll find a Lebanese person in every part of the world.
And the moon.
Yeah, exactly. There was a Lebanese guy in the moon. He was the one shaking the American flag that was there. How do you feel about jiu-jitsu now that it's changed so much in the competition style of jiu-jitsu? Because it's not competition jiu-jitsu and, training
as a self-defense.
Just for points. Do you know what I mean? They're not really going for submissions. They're not really necessarily going for the finish, but they're just trying to get points, and that's it. I got my points, I won, that's it. How do you feel about that?
See, we have to differentiate. As a competition jiu-jitsu, you need it because of the new generations. Me and you, if there's no competitions, you will not continue the fight, okay? Unless some crazy guys, they like to be like a street fighters and these things. I'm with competition of jiu-jitsu, but we learned and we still teach the new generation. Submission is higher things in any point system. Because why? If I'm playing with you, if as a same level, because we play with a color belt, blue with blue, purple with purple, black with black. When you play with the same level of belt, if I know that my opponents, he will submit me, I can feel it even without. I know he's looking for a submission. Yeah. Then I will give him all the points he wants. Yeah. So always we're trying to teach the new generation, go for submission. Submission is higher. But when you go in a black belt level, man, brown belt level, sometimes it's very hard because it's like advantage, close games. No one want to lose. I'm with keeping the jiu-jitsu as a competition jiu-jitsu. This is the only way to grow the sport for as a wide range of people playing it. But I still keep pushing to go for submission because it's the higher. And some Gracies now, they are with self-defense because the jiu-jitsu, like they created for self-defense. It's okay, but if you're gonna keep it for self-defense without any competitions, like Aikido.
Yeah,
it's like Aikido. I'm not disrespecting Aikido, but competition is the things push the new generation, push adults, push kids like my boy Faisal or Maria, 9 and 11. If there's no competitions, man, they will not go to train.
And also competitions as well, I feel is really important because that's where a lot of new things are developed and figured out. Because if you're only doing the self-defense jiu-jitsu, you're only trying to do what you've been taught. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. And you will not test yourself.
Exactly.
What do you test
with
yourself?
competitions, there's maybe new moves coming out, or people are trying to make the new moves because that hasn't been done in a competition, or they don't know about this one yet.
And the self-confidence for the jiu-jitsu fighter, it will come in the competitions. More competitions, more confidence, more relaxed. We have a saying in jiu-jitsu. You're gonna be good in jiu-jitsu in a tournament when fighting in a tournament, it's like a training, relaxing. So you think jiu-jitsu, it's like we call it like a human chess. And your arms, your hips, your legs, your mind is the chess piece. So you are the chess piece. So you're gonna be good in jiu-jitsu in the tournaments when you're fighting in a club. In a club, always you're relaxed.
Yeah.
No lactic acid, no adrenaline, anything. But in the tournaments, you're gonna fight with a stranger. So you don't know him and he doesn't know you. So that feeling, adrenaline rush, it's crazy. I still remember, man, 2009 I went with Ahmad. I know 2010 Ahmad Al-Katibi. 2009, man, the lactic acid in my forearms. I asked a guy to step on my hands, because I couldn't move my hands.
Yeah.
So when more competitions, then you're gonna apply the techniques that you have, even if you're in the street. But now imagine, now you're gonna take self-defense. Me and you with Rio, with Anas, with 10 bunch of guys. You are in a street, someone attack you. You will not do it, man, because you mentally you're not prepared to be like to do with the strangers.
Yeah, dude, it's totally. I was watching on Instagram a friend of mine, and she's well known out here, and she's doing this Krav Maga training with this guy that goes to her house, and he puts a knife to her back, and then she and does this stuff. And I even put on her thing, I said, please don't try this in real world. Like, you know, he's wearing a motorbike helmet, and she slaps his helmet, and I'm just like, oh, look, go do jiu-jitsu or go do something else. The one thing about jiu-jitsu that's crazy, I remember the first time I did jiu-jitsu, immediately my first thought was, I'm stronger, I'm going to hold them down, I'm going to finish this quick. And I remember just being there going, and nothing was working. And I was under pressure, and the person I was rolling with, you think that they were, you know, those things you pick up in the field, and you blow it, the white thing, and all
it goes.
Like, he was just like moving around, and I was so stiff and tired, and I was like, oh, this doesn't work.
No, man. I used to live in Dubai 2004 until 7. We used to train in Black Belt Center. There's an Australian guy. He's like, I think 130k muscles, man. I told him, man, you're a giant. Why you come to train jiu-jitsu? You know what he told me? He told me he started jiu-jitsu because when he went to a jiu-jitsu club, a 70k guy submitted him 3 times. 3 times, man. You know, when someone get you an armbar, if your arm extended, your muscles gone. Rear naked choke. Sweep.
Pretty much everything.
Everything's,
But that's what the Gracies used to do, Hoist and that guys. They used to invite bodybuilders and people to come to the school, and they used to just fight 15, 20 minutes non-stop, and just...
That's the seed where they started MMA. MMA came from Gracie. We have to respect this. I respect it. Some of the guys that said, Gracie. I said, okay, guys, but those without Gracies, we will not have an MMA. We will not have a jiu-jitsu.
UFC one with Hoist. He started that.
He went, I think, to state as a babysitter for his brother's nephews or niece. I can't remember. But now jiu-jitsu came because of him. MMA came because of him. Sorry.
There is a lot of controversy over the Gracies and UFC, where some people either love them or some people either hate them in the jiu-jitsu community. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's still there. But you know, I met Renzo Gracie.
You still need to respect the craft.
Respect, because it came because of them. You know, Gracies, when they started, they want to keep it to their family. They wanted to just to publish it for everyone. But there's Carson Gracie, the logo with the 2 dogs. He's the one who opened it for public. But because of that family name Gracie,
look at how it spread all over the world.
Exactly, man. It's and UAE, man, more than almost 500,000 kids doing jiu-jitsu.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, and it's good things, man. Kids, they need self-confidence for kids. They will not get it from, with respect to all sports like swimming, horse riding, chess, anything. They have to do martial art.
Even football. Unless you're very, very, very good, much better than everyone else.
But
football, you will get that confidence. Because
confidence to fight,
confidence to stand, is the whole
to stand for yourself, anti-bullying stuff. Martial
arts. They know what look, at the end of the day, because they know what to expect, right? And they know that the other person doesn't know what to expect. So that in any situation, they're going to know, well, I'm trained for this. So, okay, let's see what happens.
Let's say in 90s, when you saw a bodybuilder guy with a big muscles, don't mess with this guy. This guy, he's...
No. Now you're like, that guy, see his funny ears? Stay away from that guy, bro.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Now, when you like my brothers and my cousins, they came from Jordan, you know, so all of them there, you know, in that age, you need to you know, just to show off in front of the girls that muscle. They said, hey, what is jiu-jitsu? You want to fight? I said, yeah, let's fight. Easy taking their back, choking them. I always give an example. Like I have, my boy is petite, he's 9 years old, and my brother's son, he's like 10, but he's big boy. He's a big boy. A big and nice boy. When they train at my mom home, you know, kids, they learn to fight. my boy easily can take his back not because he's stronger than him,
No,
because
he
he
knows.
he knows what he's doing.
He's prepared. He
Exactly.
has the information that's there in the database, so he knows what's happening.
Exactly. So it's an advice for everyone listening to your podcast. They have to put their kids in martial art. I'm not saying jiu-jitsu, judo, karate.
I wouldn't say karate.
Karate, yeah, I know, because karate. Why there's no competitions in karate? I'm saying if it's in
Do you know why I don't like karate?
Why?
Because I was walking once next to my house, and there was this black belt, and he was about 7 years old,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Yeah, I'll break you, bro." I
You're
looked
mean.
at him, and I'll be like, "Yeah, one punch, I'll finish you, bro."
Yeah.
I don't care what belt you're wearing. Like in karate, they give out belts like it's candy, bro. It's just like
Yeah.
because they have to. This is the one thing about jiu-jitsu that they don't do, bro. Like
have limits.
You can see people. Like I remember going somewhere and coming back, and I'm like, "Oh, bro, you're still a white belt," and I'm rolling with him and going, "You're a beast." Like you can be a white belt in a white belt in jiu-jitsu compared to a normal human being.
Yeah.
Like is a beast. Like once he's been doing it for a while, it's completely different story. Like don't look at a white belt in jiu-jitsu if you don't do jiu-jitsu and think that you can handle him
No,
at
man.
all.
At all, man.
Or her, or do you know what I mean?
No, man.
Yeah.
There's too many incidents came in Brazil. Robbers or this.
And the girls are just holding him down and matching him up. Yeah,
A triangle choke, and she
Yeah.
called the police for him. Here in UAE, jiu-jitsu is like the hype is
it's
high.
big here, bro.
It's
They do it
big.
everywhere. They do it in the military. They do it in the schools. They do it everywhere.
Now in the government.
in the government.
Muay
yeah.
Thai, the Muay Thai Federation too. Like they're very, very cooperative, very supportive for the kids. They are doing tournaments so that in UAE, Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai, there's boxing, but the federation is not active. Let's put everything at the table. Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai, the federation, they are very active. They're very supportive. There is tournaments every time.
And they pay them as well to go.
Yeah,
and
they
do
pay
cool,
them. And and for us or for the kids, win or lose, this is the engine that encourages you to continue. If you lose, come on. I swear to God, when I used to lose in the tournaments, I went to the mat the same day, man. The same day. The same day. If I'm losing, I go to the gym to train. If I win, I want to continue because I'm sure Jibber or another guy, I'm going to see him again in the tournaments, man. I the first tournament I lost in Abu Dhabi I lost in 18 seconds.
Wow.
Proudly, I'm saying this. 18 seconds. I was so prepared. I went like, there is a mountain here, a mountain here. I'm so tired. Mentally, like something new for me. Then I shake hands with the guy. The guy, he went to the back and he ran. I said, wait, we don't have it. We don't take this in jiu-jitsu, you know?
Yeah.
Then he jumped on my guard, omoplata, pop-up tap in 18 seconds. I met this guy in the final tournaments in Amman 2008. I took my revenge in 2008. Yeah.
You're like, psst, remember that omoplata? Not today, my friend.
Yeah. But these things
Yeah.
helps the kids so that it's a message for all the parents. They have okay, if he doesn't want to continue as a profession, a certain time of his life, he has to do martial art.
No, you just need to be careful in general now, because of the rise of the UFC and the popularity of it now, everyone's doing something. Like when I was growing up, maybe 2 or 3 of us did some kind of martial arts out of 40 kids. Now, just be careful who you street fight with, because everyone's training something.
Yeah.
And I remember I had this situation where my friends were getting in a fight in the street, and they were calling me over. They were like, oh, and I came to see what's wrong. And I looked at the guy. First thing I did, I looked at his ears, bro. And I saw the biggest cauliflower ears ever. I took my friend to the side. I said, not this guy, dude. This is before anything happened. I just looked at his ears and I was like, not this guy, bro. Just take my advice.
But it's a smart decision. For
Yeah,
me,
yeah. Because I knew, because I know where that comes from, and
Yeah.
that comes from hours and hours and hours of rolling. And do you know what I mean?
Don't mess with this
So
guy.
I was just like, look, just be his friend, buy him a shawarma, just talk, bro. You never know, he might teach you something, but don't fight this guy, because I don't want to have to come in and try and help you, and we both get beat up for no reason, and it's not even my problem. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. But and self-defense is different. Even in the traditional jiu-jitsu, it's okay, gives you confidence. But there is, there's other things you need to know to be prepared. If it's in the street, no one has to enter your red zone, like a 1 meter.
Exactly, yeah. Where your back is. as
Yeah,
well.
when you're back. One of the guys give me a thought, like, we have to put if you're gonna go for a conflict with someone, and put your hands here. There's no difference, right? But when he attacks, if he attacks, you're gonna cross your arm and you're gonna use your elbows to step forward as a attack mechanism.
Yeah.
And after that, man, if run away.
Yeah, there's so many different things. Even to just go, I don't want to fight, but you've got that range that's keeping them at least 2 feet away. Do you know what I mean? Just in front of the feet. There's so many things.
Or you go to the side. Like
Exactly.
if I want to fight with you, I'm not gonna go direct to you. I'm gonna go to your, for example, right side, so that I will just eliminate your right hands from attacking me, so that I'm gonna be aware that you have you have not. But
there's so many.
But once one of the guys told me, I was, I think, brown belt. He's one of the VVIPs. He told me, Ammar, what's the best sport for people attacks you? I said, sprint is the best sport. Yeah, sprint.
That's the best thing I heard from a teacher. So that I watched one thing, and then the guy had the knife, and he goes, okay, in this situation, this is the best move you could do. You put one foot forward, you put the other one there, turn your hips to the side, and run. And that's the truth.
Exactly.
That should always be the first. And what I started to notice is, when I started to learn different things, my first initial thought, whenever I saw conflict, was just analyze the surroundings.
Exactly.
Where's the exit? Where can I run? If I need to get out quick,
that's what you did with the corner thrower stuff.
Yeah. My first thing is that's the way out. That's the quickest way to get out of this trouble.
Yeah. If you can avoid trouble, why not?
Always try and avoid it first. Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? When your kids is different. Kids that they have that. They want to show
that
off.
machismo.
Machismo, testosterone, crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But when you goes like 25, 30s, man,
avoiding
the trouble is something good.
Hey, you live another day, man, dude. Can you
exactly.
You know how many people, have been killed and aren't able to raise their family and their children because of a stupid mistake they made. More importantly than a mistake they made, them trying to help their friends in a decision that their friend made, not even them.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? I'm at the age now where, I love my kids so much and my family and everything that I do, that if my mate calls me and goes, hey, dude, listen, I need you, there's a fight. I say to him, well, listen, mate, you better find a way out of it, because I'm not coming nowhere.
Exactly.
Did you start it? Tell me the full story. Unless somebody came to his house for no reason to bully him, I'm not getting involved. There's no need. There's no need. I got too much. I got work in the morning. I've got to record later. I see you. I'm doing Ammar. So what got you into the commentary, dude? What made you decide to get into that?
We started, when Jujitsu came, I was helping the Jujitsu coaches there. They speak zero English. And I'm the one who used to have contacting medias, contacting TVs, doing interviews. Then after that, also, I think 2006, start Abu Dhabi TV covering the Jujitsu. My personality when I was young, man, I was too shy. I like to have a certain friends. I don't like to speak in public. Presentation, something like a nightmare for me. But I'm a type of person, if you put me in a corner, I always have a talk with myself, either to do it or to break it, so that I have to do it. Then that's the way we started, when I started talking with the TV to cover the tournaments, which is small tournaments. Then after that, Abu Dhabi started covering. He said, who's the guy? I said, Ammar, he knows technicality. Then I started with Jujutsu. Until 2012, I get an invitation from Zaid Mirza, Desert Force, to cover the first Desert Force on NBC Action. But that time, there is a Jordanian guy. His name is Rami. I don't know if you hear me now. He said, he called me before. He's an NBC guy. I said, based in Lebanon. Ammar, are you okay? I said, yeah, I'm okay. Then he called me after a week. Are you okay? I said, yes, I'm okay. A day before the event, he said, Ammar, we wanted to fly. I said, yeah, but not now. I'm not a jobless, I used to be an employee. I have my own business, so I cannot do it in a daytime. Then the first one, I told you, I can't do it. Because, he want me to be it used to be Monday. He called me Saturday, Ammar, I said, man, you called me 6 times before. Why you didn't arrange everything before? I cannot do it. Then second one, second one in 2012, I started doing a commentary in Desert Force. It was so funny, man. Technicality, I know what's going on, because I used to, I have a background of Taekwondo. I'm a black belt that time in Jiu-Jitsu. I'm watching WEC. I'm watching UFC. That hype. I'm doing it, but when I start interviewing the guys in a cage, that was so funny, man. I know which question to ask, but you know, dealing with the mic, it's something not easy stuff. So, like for example, having you to interview, I put my mic here, then I'm not gonna give you.
The guy's talking.
Yeah, there's a Juliana. Ammar, give him the mic. Put the mic in his mouth. Then you know, honestly, yani NBC was a big support for us. Desert Force, we want to thank them. Zaid Mirza, Zaid Abu Saud, Muhammad Mirza, give me this opportunity to start shining with, you know, as a one of the first, I think, Arab MMA commentators with Mo Jassim, Riyad Al-Ta'i.
Who's that?
Riyad Al-Ta'i, there's a guy, you know, I think the guy he started karate in 50s.
Ah, okay.
1950s. Rio Ta'i, you know him, right?
He's gonna kill me.
Then after that, I get an invitation from Abu Dhabi Sport TV 2014 to commentate in UFC. I said, what the heck is
This is Fight Island? No, this is before.
14.
Okay.
2010, the first one came to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Muhammad Al Husseini was commentating there. Then 2014, they invited me, Ammar. I didn't ask for money, man.
You were just like, I just want to do it. It's UFC. Yeah.
Next stage, man.
Yeah.
I still remember the main event is with Nogueira and Big Country Nelson, man. I saw the knockout in the front of my seat, counting when him to go down. It was crazy. And there is one incident happens there, you know. There's an Arab German guy. Arab German guy. He fighting there and with a European guy. So what do you expect of the European guys? To be blondie, right? An Arab to be with the black hair.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
It's the opposite. The Arab guy was dyeing his hair blonde. And I said, you know, like Jibber is wearing blue. I said, but then the director, Ammar. No, man.
The other guy.
This is the other guy. But I still remember the 14. And then even Desert Force said, Ammar, you cannot commentate in UFC. I said, man, Abu Dhabi called me.
You were like, thanks for all your help.
Yeah,
appreciate everything you've done, but I'm commentating on UFC.
It's UFC, man. You know, it's a dream. The dream comes true. Then we continue until 16 when Desert Force stopped from what they call it, NBC Action. I was the main commentator and the one who was doing interview with the fighters. I met most of the Arab fighters there and some non-Arabs. Then I think when, I can't remember, 19, 18, 17, when UFC signed a contract, maybe 18 with Abu Dhabi Sport TV.
That was huge.
I received a call from Muhammad Al Husseini. I appreciated him, you know. I like Muhammad because he's a professional, you know, in his work. Like, we somehow competitors, you know, but in a professional way.
Yeah.
Then he called when Abu Dhabi TV assigned Muhammad just to bring a commentators. He called us, me and Riyadh.
Who's Riyadh?
Riyadh, the guy I told you, the guy. Okay. I said, you know, because you know this guy is like, I think he's an handicap.
Yeah.
But just out of mercy,
just out of mercy,
fun, right? Out of mercy, yeah. But then, what's his name? Ahmed Al Basiri joined us after maybe 6 months or 1 year, and you know we started that commentating every week in UFC, man. It's like in our blood now. Maria, my daughter, and Faisal, they know the UFC fighter more than but man. Every week, it's something cool. And you know what's this? The sad part of it. It costs to subscribe in UFC Arabia 18 dirham in a month, 189 dirhams in a year. And like we don't have too many subscribers. People calling me, Ammar, give me a link. I want to watch free.
Yeah. And it's like, what?
Come on, you know,
it's literally a couple of characters. Don't drink it that week.
Characters, exactly. And the pay-per-view in state, it cost them $89 to watch a fight, man. To watch a night of pay-per-view. You know, Arabs still, we need to be educated, like paying for subscriptions, paying for attending an event, man. Everyone wants free tickets. But guys, if you want a free tickets, I said a character, you're gonna pay a character, you're gonna buy cinema tickets, you're gonna buy. But all those fighters, the organization itself, to grow, they need money. They need money, man. If you don't pay tickets, if you don't pay subscriptions, from where they're gonna get their money?
Yeah, that's true. Arabs want everything free, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I say that, but I too want everything free. So the
you're Arab.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna say Arabs want everything free, but you know, when UFC comes in October, I want some free tickets, bro, or get me commentating. Fight Island, how was that to commentate, dude? That has to be the ultimate.
Yeah,
that you've done so far.
It's a lifetime experience. To be honest, lifetime experience.
That was a card as well, dude. On both of them, right?
No, the first one we stayed around 45 days there.
Connor? There's a funny story about that, right? Can you tell the story about the jail? I mean, the hotel.
You know that Abu Dhabi Sport TV, they're so smart. Like they told us, you're gonna stay in because you know it's a peak of Corona, and everyone UFC Dana White saying, I'm gonna go to the Fight Island. I told the guys, I still remember, even before they announced it, I told them, guys, it's gonna be in our region. Because Caribbean, everyone think about Dana White gonna buy an island in Caribbean and these things and gonna brought fighters, but it's visas, man. It's you need visas. That's a problem. And you know, restriction, it's like huge everywhere. Then Abu Dhabi, you know that the relation with Dana White, with Sheikh Tahnoon, I don't know if I can tell a story. I was with Henzo Gracie in a car. He showed me a message from Dana White. But the good thing, Dana White, he can speak Arabic. We speak English.
Yeah.
But yeah. Then,
please do tell.
Then Dana White, Henzo Gracie showed me a message from Dana White that Dana White messaging Henzo Gracie. Henzo Gracie is a very good friend with Sheikh Tahnoon. Give me Sheikh Tahnoon number. He said, it's okay. I know.
Tell me what you want and I'll tell him.
No. He told, what he said, okay, let me take a permission from him. He gave them the phone. That's from Henzo Gracie. If someone attack, go attack Henzo Gracie. Leave me alone. Then he gave them the phone. Then he called him. Dana White called Sheikh Tahnoon. Then he called Henzo. Hey, man, he didn't answer. He said, man, you're calling someone at 4 a.m. in his continent. For sure you won't answer. Exactly. You crazy? Then after that, I think that Sheikh Tahnoon, he's the one who initiated with Dana White the idea of Dana White to have UFC on the Fight Island. You know, back to the main subject. They told us Muhammad Al-Hosseini, and we had a meeting with Yaqub Al-Saadi. He's so smart. He told us 2 days you're gonna be in the room. I said it's okay. 2 days is okay. 2 days. After 2 days, I said, okay, guys, just 2 more days because of the restriction, and you know you cannot go out of the room. They put you the food outside. Me and Muhammad and Riyadh, everyone in different floor. The good things, because we're commentator, they give us like a balcony view. Yeah. Then you cannot go to the stairs. Everything's closed. Every 48 hours you have to do a PCR test. If you don't open the door, they will open the door. Our time as a commentator, 6:30 or 6:40 a.m. I don't know why.
To do the test.
Yeah, to do the test. Because
COVID is strong in the morning before 10 o'clock.
No, but because no, man. It's like we have a country inside the country.
Yeah.
It's a bubble. We have a civil defense. We have a hospital. We have a police department. Everywhere, man. When we enter Rio, the guy we don't know, he wants a nut, you know, and
that's so real.
And he wants like a white T-shirt. Yeah. He asked one of his friends to bring it. He brought it to the main door of the hotel. CID said, no, you cannot. When you are in, nothing from outside can come inside. They're too strict, man.
What kind of terrorist nuts are these, bro?
Not terrorists, man, because they're scared that an incident will happen and it will be
the nuts? Everyone will have peanut allergies.
Man, no, but man, listen. I asked one of the tourism.
Who snuck in? Someone did, right? No, they snuck in or snuck out of the hotel. That was another one, right?
This is the second one. Okay, this is Uthman Zaitar or... Yeah. But there, I asked one of the tourism authority, what the benefits of doing this? He said, listen, Ammar, they're so smart. If we want to market Abu Dhabi, we have to pay billions so that everyone in the world knows Abu Dhabi. From the Fight Island, they pay $100 million, but everyone talk about Abu Dhabi. About Abu Dhabi. Everyone talks about UFC because the only sport was active in Corona time is UFC. So Abu Dhabi, Fight Island, man. They kept us 2 weeks inside the hotels, man. Riyadh teach me how to wash my clothes and this stuff, man. It's so funny.
Because you guys only brought clothes for 2 days, right? So you guys
no. For him, for me, I told Hiba, that's another story. Abu Dhabi TV told us we're gonna be casual.
Yeah.
So when we goes to the work out of the quarantine, we went to start filming first episode. Then Abu Dhabi Sport TV in charge said, no, you have to have formal blazer. Yeah. I told him I'm gonna take all my stuff with me there.
Yeah.
Then I'm just gonna select. You know, I was the luckiest guy.
Yeah.
Muhammad Al-Hosseini lucky because he has
Kandora, right?
Kandora. And you know, but it's too strict, man. Even one of the presenter took him a permission 2 weeks from the CID so that he can get his clothes in.
Wow.
And there's so strict. They don't want an incident to fix Abu Dhabi name in the world. They're so strict. But after 2 weeks, man, we went outside. We used to work 16 hours a day, I swear to God, in events.
Wow.
Like filming, because we have to have every day 4 to 5 episodes we have to film. It's crazy. Preparing. The first time I'm sleeping like 11 p.m. is when the fight island. Because I have to wake up like 7 a.m. to film
get ready
again.
to film, yeah.
Oh my God. And most of the fight, like I think it was 5 weeks. 4 weeks we used to commentate in US time. One of the fights is only Abu Dhabi time because of the contract with Tourism Authority, but the rest of the fight is like we are in state. We start 1 a.m.
But
2
you
a.m.
can't complain. It's UFC, right?
Man, it's insane, man.
How did you get Dana's personal email?
Yeah, there's
And
Dana.
can I have Dana's personal email? I got a show to do.
Yeah, Dana,
How's Dana?
he's down to earth. He's so smart. He's really a real manager and a CEO for the UFC.
You're saying that because you want to continue to commentate on the
No.
next one?
I don't know if he, but
Yeah.
I stopped him in the fight island maybe 5 or 6 times. Talked to him.
Wow.
The first incident in the first night, I told Muhammad Al Riyad, listen, I don't want to commentate because he commented too many times in UFC. I want to do interviews with the guys. It's something new.
Yeah.
After the fight, even in the weigh-ins and the media day, you're gonna do an interview 24 fighters. Then in the day of the fight, you're gonna interview the winners, where there are 12 fighters. Imagine.
Yeah.
It's something I didn't do it in my life. Then I said, it's okay. We have a studio. So before 1 hour pre-show. Then after that, I have the badge. We told the organizers that commentators, we want like all access in that area. Then there's a curtain, only black curtain between the stage and our Abu Dhabi Sport TV stage and the backstage. Then I told the guys I want to go in. He said, no, you don't have that badge. I said, yeah, but we already told Flash.
Yeah.
Let's say it's Flash.
Yeah.
He said, but you don't have. I'm not gonna allow you to go. I called one of the UFC girls. I told her, listen, I'm working with Abu Dhabi TV. I have to do a commentary interview. Then I have to do a studio. She said, it's okay. I will let you in, but you cannot come outside. Then the director, Ammar, no, I want you to be there in the studio. I said, so what I can do? You want to be here and here? What I can do? I can. She said, next time we'll do it for you, but this time I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Then I look around. There's something common between me and Dana White.
Yeah, exactly. The shoulders. It's the
all,
shoulders.
we are all white.
Yeah, right.
Like there is a shiny
Yeah.
head there, and he was like talking with her.
Maybe that's what you should have done. You should have walked in backwards to the curtain. They would have thought you're Dana coming in.
Then, but he's tall, man.
Yeah.
He's tall. He's a huge guy. I went and I told him, Mr. Dana, can I have a word with you? Man, he left the guys. He said, I told them, I'm Ammar. I'm working with Abu Dhabi TV. By mistake, the organizer, they didn't give us the permission just to be in. He said, what do you want? Exactly. I told him, I have to do interviews and I have to be in the studio. He said, okay. He called his security. I think his brother, or like, I think Danny White's father, he has a brother somewhere. He called him to me. He said, he told him, just go to his secretary and he said, it's okay. She will solve for you. I said, this guy's crazy. I went there with her. I said, what do you want? I said, permission.
You were like, Dana said.
Yeah, I went to that girl from and the organizers.
Yeah.
Some girls from the organizers, which is I don't like until now.
Yeah.
I told them,
Yeah.
Dana says.
Yeah.
And he helped us. And from that day, like, they start giving us all permissions for everything. And there's some bad stories. I don't want to mention it. Let's go for the good part. Then I met him this the first time. And next week, because we have a next week, I saw Dana White there. I interviewed him. Man, when you interview Dana White, something not easy stuff.
Yeah.
You're shaky, I like with all that experience I have, but like he has some prestige aura around him. Then I told him that was in the second week in the media day. I told him, Dana, because I always love to support the Arab fighters. I want to see them. Even UFC, NBC, they used to said, Ammar, you have to be biased when there is an
Yeah,
Arab
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
I said, no.
Because you're very pro Arab fighter when it comes
Yeah,
to
but because imagine if Jabber is fighting with someone from Kuala Lumpur, why we should support the guy from Kuala
I'll
Lumpur?
definitely win.
If he's
Depends about his ears. Show me his ears first, and then I'll make a decision.
yeah, but I told them
Yeah.
NBC is for Arabs, so that they're gonna see the watch this channel is Arabs. No, no one from Kuala Lumpur they're gonna watch this. And even if you watch, you'll not understand.
yeah, it's true.
So I have to be with Arabs. I said no. I told them that's me. You want me to be commentators? This is my style. And if you don't want, let me go. Then I catch Danny White, and I think Rio he filmed us. Tell him, listen,
Who's real?
Rio, the guy I told you,
Okay.
the guy
Riyadh,
Muhammad.
Riyadh,
Yeah.
He's
He will
gonna
kill
watch
you.
this. And
He will
he's gonna-
kill you. I don't think so.
No, but I'm gonna take out the clips of me saying it, and I'm just gonna leave your one going. This
But
real guy.
Maria, she's watching. Maria, film it, Baba. Okay. Then I told them, Dana, we have a lot of Arab fighters in the region. They're very good. They're qualified to be in the UFC. I think he gives me 15, 20 minutes from his time and chatting about the Arab fighters, when we started and everything. So he was down to earth. He said, it's okay, I'll take care of it. Then the week after, nothing happened. I was interviewing him. I tell him, Dana, listen, I'm Ammar. I spoke to you about the Arab fighters.
Me
It's me
again.
you know?
Yeah.
And he's the only one working without mask, by the way. He's the big boss. Everyone is walking with mask. Then, he told me, give me your mobile. I said, why this guy want my mobile? I give him my mobile. He opened the notes. The note was in Arabic. He said, what the heck is this? Just change it, man.
Yeah.
I changed it to him. He gives me his secretary name. He told me, Ammar, give me the names for the fighters you think they deserve to be in the UFC, and the fighters they deserve to be in the Dana White Contender series.
Wow.
I give them the names.
You gave him my name?
No, I told them you're the manager.
Okay.
You and Riyadh is the
It's
manager.
better than who? So
But, he's down to earth. He's a nice guy. Even in the last,
he seems like. I mean, look, most people who are that rich are down to earth. To be honest, if I was that rich, I'd be the nicest guy in the world too. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think so?
Definitely. Give me some more money. I'm almost there now. Just give me some more money, and I'll just be like, "Hello, everybody, Habibi, come to Dubai." What is your ultimate fight to commentate? And I want 2 answers of all time, so even previous fighters, and then current.
Current fighter is the first experience when we commentate in Habib and Dustin Poirier.
If you can.
If I can.
Yeah, I mean, this fight doesn't have to exist.
Okay.
So it can be your dream fight from old fighters and your dream fight from current fighters who you would like to commentate that fight if it happened.
I wish that Habib and George St. Pierre.
Ooh.
Oh, that's the real fight. And I wish that one of the Arab fighters fight on the belt. On the belt. And I still remember my commentating in Munir Lazaz in the UFC. It was like I was fighting there now.
Yeah.
I commentate from my deep soul heart. I don't know. I was like, it's something. Fly me to the moon, man.
Yeah.
I know Munir personally, but he's Arabs. He's Arabs, and we don't have an Arab icons fighting in the UFC. And by the way, I Munir Abu Sami, he called me like I think 5-6 days after this fight, and he told me, Ammar, thank you for he was listening to our because it's like a bubble.
Yeah.
I know my voice is nice, it's not loud,
annoying.
But I'll tell you something about my voice later on. If I'm on Munir, commentating, I was like, I'm the one who's commentating. All that Arab 368 million Arabs watching this, and this guy, he gonna make history for us. And I wish now one of the Arab fighters, inshallah, Tariq, Munir Lazaz, Jarrah Silawi, Muhammad Fakhruddin, all those big names, to see them once fight in a belt in any UFC or PFL. I swear to God, I will. If they don't allow me, I will just break the contract, just go commentate, because we're Arabs, man. We are. If you compare Arabs to Europe, we speak the same language. We have the same traditions. if you go from the Gulf to the oceans, to go to Morocco, the far, if you can speak, man, you can survive 5-6 days. You will be talking like Moroccans.
Yeah.
If you go to Lebanon, Syria, Libya, Gulf, anywhere, man, we know we can survive, and you know, so that why we can be union, man. You know, in one blood, we are one blood. I think that Europe, none of them speak the same language,
Bro,
man.
it's difficult, bro. That's the answer of the ages, man. I think people have been asking that question for a long time.
But we need to change, man. Our kids, man. Our kids, we have to raise our kids to love all Arabs. You know, you go to any Arab countries, man, the same food, almost the same tradition.
Yeah.
Even if that not the same, not the same religion, some of them, but it doesn't matter, man.
It's just the age-old thing that it's going to take a long time to change, bro. Do you know what I mean? But again, you're right. It's through the kids. Do you think that we're lacking in Arab fighters
We're lacking
who
a
have
lot.
potential to get
Yes,
into the
you
UFC?
know what's there is a potential, there is a talent, but the problem of our Arab fighters, man, they don't train unless they have a fight. I used to, once I met Michael Chiesa in Abu Dhabi. I was interviewing him. He came as a guest in UAE Warrior, and I told him, I interviewed him in his hotel, in his room. He said, Ammar, my job is a fighter. By the way, his mom is Lebanese. Michael Chiesa, his mom,
Really?
yeah, she's Lebanese. He told me, my job is a fighter. I train every day, twice every day, 2 times in every day.
Whether he's fighting or not.
He doesn't have fight. When he has fight,
He 3 times a day. Yeah.
no, he goes like sometimes 3 times, but you know, it's a game plan and these things. So most of our Arab fighters, you don't train unless they have, okay, bring me a contract. Man, nothing. You cannot be, in MMA especially, or Jujitsu, and martial art. If you want to be star, you have to spend, man, 6-7 years
You have
preparing.
to eat, breathe.
Man, I
That's
still
it,
remember
live.
when Sheikh Tahnoon told me, you're going to train Jiu-Jitsu. I was in Shat al-Raha. He has an Audi red car. I was standing in front of him. He told me, go train. You need 7 years to be a good fighter. I said, in my mind.
What's 7 years? Give me 7 months. Yeah.
I told, come on, man. For sure what he's saying is wrong. But because he's 10 steps ahead, he knows what's going on.
Yeah.
He's a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu that time. So he knows, honestly, it took me 6, 7, 8 years to be a good fighter, man. It's not easy.
How many
stuff.
years did it take you to get your black belt?
11 years, but because of that, my coach.
That's not a long time, bro.
Yeah, but you know, one of the coaches that has a clash with him that time, he kept me 5 years in a purple belt.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, normally
that's a long
6,
time.
7, 8 years to be a black belt.
Yeah.
But you know, even the guys, they told me, Ammar, let's go take it from Dubai.
somewhere else, yeah.
No, from Dubai, like
Yeah.
Hoist Gracie. Hoist Gracie
Yeah.
was coming to Dubai. I said, guys, I'm not gonna take the belt from someone if I walk in the street in front of him wearing a short and t-shirt. He will not recognize me.
Yeah, exactly.
No way, man.
Yeah.
What's the honor of it? I will take it from the coaches. They taught me, you know. Imagine him taking a black belt from X, and you met him in the mall, and you're telling, hi, how are you, coach? I did recognize you.
Yeah.
He gives you a black belt, man. Black belt in Jiu-Jitsu. 10 years
It
after.
should be someone that you've grown with and you've been.
Yeah,
in and
I
out
refused.
for the
I
beginning.
refused to even. They kept me 5 years in a purple belt. I said, doesn't matter.
If you had to choose between for the rest of your life, gi or no gi, which would it be?
No,
You could only do one.
gi.
Gi?
Yeah, and there is a wrong idea. People now, they said, if no gi is, if you train
It's closer
gi,
to real life.
yeah, no, but gi, if you want to be good in no gi, you have to be good in gi. Why? See, no gi, you need to use power, right? And now, if you compare now, if I'm gonna go to the fight with a black belt in gi and no gi, I'm better in no gi, but I prefer gi. Gi, man, it gives you. You're gonna use your mind more than your power. Like if you're gonna go
More
for,
things can go wrong as well.
yeah, but
for
man,
you.
but man, in no gi you cannot relax. You have to be
That's what I
always
mean.
alert.
There's
Power.
more things that can happen to you with gi than no gi.
Yeah, but gi, man, I can't go to your half guard. I can relax. I can close. You know, you have to be close distance. Don't give a space. If you transfer this to the no gi, you're gonna do the same because your mind and your body connected to do the same stuff, but without grip. So it's gonna be easier. Like I'm fighting now in no gi, the same style with gi, and it's much easier than if I'm fighting with if I only fight with gi. If I only fight with no gi, he said I'm not gonna go for half guard, but I go for half guard in no gi, and it's much easier than the gi because I used to train with gi, no space. You have to close distance. Don't give your opponent. If you fight with a big guy, you have to be away from him. If you fight with a small guy, you have to be connected to him, connected so that you can close the spaces. Elbow, don't ride bicycle, elbows inside, and this all these stuff. I think if you are good fighting in a gi or training in a gi, you're gonna be good in no gi, and it can't be vice versa. It can't be vice versa.
You don't think it can?
No.
What do you think of those people? Like, because there's a lot of politics in jiu-jitsu, right? Between schools and between tribes. And what do you think of the 10th Planet guys? Because they mainly no gi, right?
Yeah, but he started with what's his name? Eddie Bravo. He started with
his rubber guard.
Jan Machado.
Yeah.
Jan Machado is a master gi and master no gi. I still remember him from ADCC time. You know, from God he has no fingers. He has only these two fingers, man. I think in left or right. But he's super good in gi and no gi. He can't grip with that fingers. He can't with that arm. He can't grip. But he use the distance to close. You know, no space. You know, I don't mind that Eddie Bravo to create his own style and these things, but still.
But 10th Planet don't have gi, right?
No, they don't have gi. But I'm not with Eddie Bravo, with the weeds, with this stuff, man. This is crazy stuff.
No, but I mean, like, how do they compare to when they compete? Because they're just no gi.
They cannot compete with. I'm a black belt only with gi, with no gi. He cannot compete with a purple belt with gi.
Really?
He can't, man. He can't. They're scared to go because, as you said, they're gonna. I use your kimono to sweep you, man. I use my kimono to choke you, and he's not used to it. And no gi.
It's like Royce in UFC 1 against Ken Shamrock. He used his own.
Your kimono, man. I use I use my kimono to choke my opponent. I use his kimono to sweep him. Nothing. But with no gi, there's nothing there. And if he goes to the gi world, he'll be lost.
Yeah.
For that now, I'm gonna be شوية straightforward. Most of those guys, MMA fighters, okay, I respect them, you know. But if they have a black belt or a brown belt in no-gi, and they said Jujitsu, but there is no belt in no-gi.
Yeah.
But they cannot go to fight in any tournaments with gi. They cannot.
Yeah, true. There's a lot of black belts in your family, right?
Me, my brother Wissam, he's super talented black belt. I have two brothers brown. I have only two guys. One of them is squash. He's doing squash. He used to be like a modeling.
He's a black belt in squash.
Now he's a black belt in shisha. He's an Arab guy now.
Yeah.
He's between me and Wissam.
Yeah.
He's a black belt in shisha now, cards.
Yeah.
You know, 400.
I'm a black belt in chat shitsu. It's like the talking version of it.
Yeah, the other one is like the other two guys one is boxing.
Yeah.
And one is we're 7 boys, by the way.
Wow, mashallah.
We're 7 boys. So me with 4 of them jiu-jitsu and 3 of them.
Do you often roll with Wissam?
Yeah, he's super talented. Like my brothers, Wissam and Abdullah, as a talent-wise, they're more talented than me. I'm a hard worker guy. Since even in the school, I'm a hard worker. My mom she's telling my boy a week ago, your dad, when he was in the high school, he's like eating and putting all the books. I'm a hard worker. I don't have this talent, you know?
Yeah, but they say hard work beats talent any day.
Exactly. And I continue, I work hard. And alhamdulillah, now I am 3 dan black belt, 3 degrees black belt. But my brothers, Wissam, he's super talented, honestly. And he's still fighting, he's competing, still young, you know, not married, no business, has his job.
No kids.
That's an easy life.
Still has a life.
Yeah.
So now you got your school. Well, you've had your school for a while, right?
Yeah.
Your academy.
Team Gladiator, we started 2012. We have a 10th anniversary.
Wow.
This year. If you're training gi, I'm going to give you a gi free.
Nice.
We have... You're training with gi?
I'll bring the gi just to wear here on the podcast, bro. I just do it in the gi.
Yeah, we started 2012 in a place. It's like a seed to start our own big academy. Then I talked to myself, okay, I'm gonna open a jiu-jitsu academy. Why don't I add like fitness to it? Why don't I add martial art to it, like Muay Thai? Then there's something called Les Mills. My wife told me there's one of my cousins. He's a Les Mills teachers in in Abu Dhabi Mall. I went there, attend 2-3 classes. I said, it's a nice thing. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Then I brought CrossFit with the martial art, with Lizmel, kids and adult in one area.
Wow.
And that one is 300 square meter only, 350. And we used to have the outdoor area, like it's in Reem Island, middle of nowhere. We put artificial turf there. We used to have Lizmel's classes. People told me, you're going to close with 3 months. I said, why? It's because you're putting everything together.
Yeah.
I said, but that's the idea.
Yeah.
I'm like a married man. I want my wife to train. I want my kids to train in the same place. And you know, most of the guys, they're not, a majority of the people, they're not professional fighters. So they want to train martial
and
art.
do different things
Yeah,
and
different
whatever,
things.
and just pastime
Yeah,
and
CrossFit,
stuff.
let's do things.
But you've had some big fighters come to the place, right?
Yeah.
Recently, which names have come to train with you?
Dustin Poirier, he did with his.
Did he bring any chili sauce with him?
Sorry.
Did he bring spicy sauce with him?
He
No.
was in a cutweight. he was in a but he's so down to earth.
Yeah.
He came. You know, when he fought
Khabib
Habib,
was supposed to come.
Habib's supposed to come, but
Yeah.
we cannot say.
Yeah.
Big power
I mean,
took him.
I can say, but you can't say. No, actually,
big
I want
power.
to do some commentating in the future, so I won't say anything. Yeah.
Dustin Poirier came. Bilal Muhammad came. Hamzat Shemaev, he came for 3 weeks in his last fight. His 3 weeks there in my gym.
Okay.
There is Faraz Ziam, the Algerian French guy. He came. Most of the Arab fighters, like when they used to fight in Desert Force, UAE Warrior, all of them, they came to my gym in Abu Dhabi. And it's an honor to have them all.
I'll come one day.
Yeah,
Since
it's
we're
an honor.
talk- since
Because
we're
I
talking about
want
honors,
to put your picture in the middle. I'm gonna tell him this is the guy is my mentor.
right, dude?
Yeah.
You won't believe what's been happening. Are you there? 1 second, I can't hear you. 1 second. Wait there.
You're so mean, man.
Wait there. Wait there. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Let me know when you can hear me. 1 second. 1 second. I want to try and connect this and see. I've got a special guest on the phone.
Who?
Is it working? Hello, can you hear me? 1 second.
Sounds like something got connected.
Hey, listen. Every time I was like, hey, my friend Riyadh, this guy keeps on going, who's Rio? Who's Riyadh?
Okay.
Like, I don't understand. What's going on? You know each other, right?
Do you believe this?
Who is there?
Wait, who is this? Why
Who's
you?
your guest?
It's a guy called.
Who's your
Ammar.
guest with this voice? You cannot you can recognize my voice, Riyadh?
Yeah, the voice of the one and only, the voice of the Arabic MMA commentary. It has to be Ammar Al Ahmad.
Thank you, Habibi.
But
But
he
always,
doesn't-
listen,
he doesn't seem
Riyadh,
to know
Riyadh,
who you are, though.
This guy is Lebanese.
He doesn't seem to know who
So
you are.
he's
Every
not-
time I'm like
yani,
Riyadh,
with
he's
all
like, who's
respect to
this?
the Lebanese, but this guy is not straightforward. I always tell him that we start with Riyadh al-Ta'i. He said, who's this? I said, Rio. He said, who's this? I said, oh, come on, man.
Rio, I think you're just gonna have to watch the episode. I don't know who you
No,
wanna
but
believe.
come now and watch it now, Riyadh.
Dude, I'm gonna let you go. Yalla, I'll speak to you soon.
No issue. No issue. Okay. Bye. Bye.
That didn't work as well as I thought it was. I thought it was gonna sound a lot clearer on the phone.
You know, I tell you a story about my voice. When I was in the school, like I don't like my voice.
You still sounded like that when you when you were in school. Right?
I love schooling, but
Yeah.
I wish I can continue my master degree, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have it soon, inshallah, maybe after September. Master in sport management.
That's what I have, a master's in sports science.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you doing with it? Cooking?
Nothing, I just left it. It's here. I have it as a picture in my phone so I can just prove to people, but
it's
I
good,
don't do it
but
anymore.
But it's good, man.
Yeah, I did it 20 years ago. Sports, health, and
Wallah.
exercise sciences.
So
yeah.
you are the same
I mean,
age of
used to
Riyadh.
be, huh?
Same age of Rio.
I think so. You know, I'm getting really old. I'm turning 40 in a couple of weeks. So
50?
I'm 40. You're only saying that because you want to sound younger, bro.
Okay. You know,
Yeah.
when everyone's saying, and my dad, God bless his soul, when Allah yarhamu, when he was, at that time we don't have like a phone, like a landline.
Yeah.
I just extended here, man. And we do a conversation, man, normally.
Like the Kulthum.
No,
You
normally.
know how Mike used to explode
Yeah,
when she sang.
but I bought the landline here, and we're talking. He's not screaming, we're talking.
Yeah.
And everyone's, your voice is like I was shy of my voice. I was like, I hit my voice. Then after that, when he goes, one of the guys I grew up. He said, "Hey, you're." They said, they
Yeah.
always teasing
Yeah.
me like that. I said, "Yeah, but this voice
It's gonna do something.
put me in NBC, guys.
Yeah.
Your voice is putting you nothing."
Yeah.
But you know, by the way, until now, I don't like to hear my voice.
Really?
Yeah.
I love hearing my voice.
Really?
No, not really. It is weird, but I think that's just something that everyone has.
Yeah, but my brother-in-law, he works in a film industry in Vancouver. He told me, you have to hear your voice because you want to just adjust the stuff.
Yeah, the things that you're doing.
That you know, if you don't do it, if you don't hear your voice, from that one, I'm trying.
Yeah.
But like if I'm like now just sitting in a room and someone putting a recording of my voice, I said, no, stop. I don't want to hear this.
Yeah, I like that. But you know, I think.
But you have a nice voice, by the way.
Thank you.
But this is a lie, by the way.
Listen, I need some advice. For everyone new starting jiu-jitsu, what advice do you have for them? Because, okay, jiu-jitsu is great. It's amazing. But it's hard, man. And I mean hard on the body. Because you get a lot of injuries, especially...
Unknown caller.
Let me close that. Mute this. Especially on the body, you get a lot of injuries in the beginning, dude.
It depends. Like, we have a saying in jiu-jitsu, tab is an art. Tab is an art, again. So most of the white belts, blue belts, they don't like to tap, and especially the young kids. For that, in new jiu-jitsu rules now, kids until 14 or 15, any submission, if the arm extended, the fight is over. The fight is over. So that.
But I don't just think it's tap. I think because look, a lot of people start quite late. They start in their 30s. They start in their 40s. They start, and they're not very flexible. They're not very used to being. It's not just the submissions. It's just in general. Like I broke my rib.
This is
because a white belt. He was getting so excited and he elbowed and slid across the rib.
Accidents happens. You know, sometimes, especially with the white belt. And white belt, as you said, they goes very aggressive. So as a black belt, I don't like to fight with a white belt. Imagine, even if they're my students, I don't like to fight with them. Now I like to fight technique. Black belt, he wanna use too much power. He think that he wanna beat you.
You
as
just
a
find a happy purple.
Yeah.
Middle,
You know, advanced blue, purple, brown, black. That's you enjoy the taste of the real jiu-jitsu technique. Even when I'm fighting like with Wissam, I'm bigger than him, but I'm not using power. I don't want to use power. I want to use technique. I want to enjoy the real meaning of jiu-jitsu. White belt, I don't like to fight with them. But my advice for white and blue, do not use power because you know it's different than power will last for 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But what are we gonna do later on if you have 3-4 fights? So I always tell the guys, try to use technique, and I know they will not listen because they're white belt, because they don't know what's going on. They're excited, but when they goes blue, they start understanding. When they goes tournaments, it will just give them the feeling that your power is equal nothing. If you, because you're gonna fight with a guy who has a power, you're gonna like two crash power, you will lose at the first fight. Then so what are you gonna do the second fight? So that I advise them to go just for the tournaments. Even sometimes we do in-house tournaments. Invite people from Dubai, from Sharjah, from Abu Dhabi, just to fight. Then I will tell them, look, he's tired. He's so tired. And he can fight five fights in the club, but in the tournaments, second fight is dead. So they have to understand that technique is the things they need. And they have to understand that power is the last thing they're going to use. It's good to use power when you have passing the guard. When someone passing the guard, you're recovering your guard. You're recovering the positions. Explosive, yeah. But this one need also a special training. Again, tab is an art, and this is, you have to tab. Because if I'm fighting with you, you got me in armbar. I didn't tab. I'm stubborn. Okay, I escaped from the technique.
But then for the next 3 days, your arm and
6 weeks sometimes, man. Sometimes 6 weeks. So that, imagine if I tapped, I'm gonna fight with you again in the next second. In the next second, shake hands, fight again. So
I think something really important as well that needs to be said, especially in schools. There are a lot of people out there that are just not doing the right thing to welcome new people into jiu-jitsu. This happened to me quite a bit when I first started. I would go somewhere and I'd have a purple or a brown or whatever, and he's trying to break me, and I'm like, bro, I know one move, dude. And I've learned one move. This is my first lesson. I just about know an omoplata. What are you trying to prove? Why are you trying to hurt me just to exert dominance and ego and show me? I can see that you're a brown belt. It's in a big bright color wrapped around your waist. You don't have to prove it to me. I think a lot of these people need to be more gentle and more, welcoming to these new people that are coming, to make them enjoy it and teach them, show them, hey, like there was one time I went and I was with a black belt, and everything that I was doing, he'd be like, hey, listen, when I did that, you did this. Why don't you try doing this and see the difference? And we're doing this in between roles.
But you said,
I appreciated that because he was not just showing me what to do. He was taking the time, realizing, hey, I'm a black belt. I'm not going to learn anything from this role. Let me try and help this guy.
That's ego.
Yeah.
Black belt, they don't have it because he's a black belt. He knows he's fighting with a white belt. But this is an old school, let's say from Brazilians, old school theory that anyone will come new, you have to give them the
rough them up, and if they come back, they deserve to stay.
Yeah, but this is wrong, man. I still remember this once when I was I was a blue belt. A guy came from state. He's an Arab guy. His name is Mo. I can't remember his name. He like, Olavo, my coach, because I'm the best guy there. He gives me, let's fight with him. He told me, Ammar, just take it easy. I'm injured, and it's okay. I went easy with him. Then he tagged me. I said, why? Then after the fight over, he went, I beat it, their best guy and this thing. I said, come on, man. Then my coach Olavo came to me, why you allow him to do this? I said, coach, he told me he's injured. What I can do? Sometimes it's both sides. Then second day, I kick his beep. But now in my school, when someone come new, I will see him, I will give him a good guy, but I'll tell him, just take it easy with him. Take it easy. Don't
analyze him.
Analyze him. If he's going aggressive, then I'll give him. But I like to welcome everyone in a nice way. And I think, maybe because of the type we are Arabs, that as a guest, honestly, it's culture, guests, so that you have to welcome him. Brazilians still they are doing this. And I like to mention something. Once one of the guys, they came, two guys, British, I think. One is purple belt, one is wearing white belt. And the warm-up from the white belt, I told him, you're not a white belt. And just from the warm-up, he said, no, I'm a purple belt. I said, it's okay, keep quiet. He doesn't have a belt, he put a white belt. I let him fight with another British guy, he's a blue belt. His name is not Big Mike, what's his name? Mike, he's a guitarist. I told him, fight with him. Man, the purple belt couldn't pass the blue belt guard. Wow. And almost the blue belt, and that Mike, he's not one of the strongest boy. He is tall, technically he's good, but physically he doesn't have power. And almost Mike swept the purple belt guy. Then at the end of the fight, I told Mike, you know what his belt? He said, what? I said, no, he's purple. The things, if you're psychologically, man, if you're putting, you're fighting with someone, he's purple, then he's struggling. But if you believe only, it's the fight is between you and you. It's not between you and the other guy, because he's scared from you as you're scared from him. So you know your skills more than everyone. So that if you go relax and try to apply your techniques, no one will beat you, man. I always telling the kids, especially, and I'm learning from the kids. I'm teaching from 3 years old until 14, 15, and I love teaching kids. I told them, guys, before you go to the tournaments, you have to say 100 times or 1,000 times, I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. And it works, man.
Yeah, you manifest it. You make it work. You drum it into your head till you believe it.
And it works with me as an adult now. I'm teaching these kids. I recently back to training.
You finish the session and you're like, I'm the best coach. I'm the best.
No,
coach. I'm the
Wallah, best. Wallah, Jibber. When he goes to fight with especially with the black belts, I'm giving this. I'm motivating. I'm motivating myself.
It's a mantra.
I'm the best. Yeah. And it works. I'm not trying to go to the kids. I'm telling them, listen, kids, I learned this because I'm teaching you this, but it works with me. It works for anyone. And I have one of the guys, his name is Jibber. But he's nicer than you.
Must be so good, bro.
No, he's nicer.
Must be so good.
He's a Jordanian guy, young guy. He's, I think, 7 years old. And they're Arab Canadian. Jabir Talal. The mom, she focused in Talal because she believes he's good. He's better than Jabir. Jabir is a nice guy, petite, not like you. He's nicer than you.
Not as petite as me.
And he's, I went for a challenge. I said, okay, I will take care of Talal, but also Jabber is good.
Yeah.
I'll start motivating him. I start pushing him. And I'm telling them secret. Once I told them, listen, Jabber, he got a gold medal. I think in the last 3 or 4 months ago. I told him, Jabber, come here. In front of all the kids. I have like more than 200 kids doing Jiu-Jitsu. I said, what's the secret? Why you won a gold medal? He said, because I repeated 1,000 times I'm the best. And he believes in it, man. He believes in it. So when you put this in kids' mind, nothing will stop them.
The way forward,
Yeah, nothing will stop them.
Yeah. Guys, you're the best.
You're the
Just
best.
just telling them. Dude, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you with us. It's already almost been an hour and a half. And
Wallah.
time flies when you're having
I thought
fun
20
with
minutes,
Jabber,
son. I thought you don't like my episode,
it's like
man.
20 minutes already.
Yeah, you don't like my
Yeah,
episode.
exactly. What plans do you have for the future? What final passing words do you want to leave with the viewers?
I want to push the Arab fighters just to go to train. I wish that I can see belt with UFC belt, BFL, Bellator with Arabs. I wish that to see an Arab also commentators, but they have to work harder, man. It's not about you have the voice. It's not about you have the knowledge. It's about you need to work hard.
Putting in the
too
time.
many things time. Like when we go to commentate in any event, it just not took us like sometimes 5-6 hours just preparing for that event. While we have the knowledge and we have these things, still we are working hard. I wish to teach the Arab is one union, especially these days, man. These days we have to love each others. We are Arabs. We can understand each others. We have to be unity, man. That's the most important. And inshallah, you will see no borders between Arabs. We can travel all over Arab countries without any visa, without any passport.
I find that the most ridiculous thing that we're still using passports.
Exactly.
Like, this little book is allowing me to travel more than another human being. I find it very strange. Because I've got a British passport. So I go everywhere. And I don't have to get visa. I don't have to get everything. What makes that little red book different than another person's blue book or another? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Like, who's decided this, that you're more valuable to travel than another person? It's very strange that the world is still doing that.
Yeah, but we have as an Arab, we have to start teaching our kids if it's too late for us now, for example. The new generation.
Too late for you. I've got a British passport. I'm fine. I'm good, bro. I'm good.
No, but I mean, too late for our age, you're 50s.
Yeah.
I'm 30. I'm late 30s.
You're 20s.
I'm late
Yeah,
30s. So we have to teach our kids
Yeah.
that to love every Arabs. We are one, and I hope that it will be one day we'll have we used to have a saying in the school. I born in UAE. We have to say أملنا أمة عربية واحدة وطننا من المحيط إلى الخليج نموت لتحيا دولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة. I still remember from grade 1 أملنا أمة عربية واحدة. And easy, man, we can be Europe. None of them like each other.
Yeah, it's true. But they're still just
But
getting
still
on.
they're one in one hand. And none of them like each other. And we are one. If you go back to the beginning of the 90s, we're one. We're one. And inshallah, we will still one. We'll stay
we'll
one.
be there again.
Inshallah.
I feel like this podcast is going to unite the whole Arab nations together. This episode itself. So you're part of something special here. I'm going to call this the unification episode. No, but dude, thank you so much for coming down and spending time with us. And we're definitely going to be doing more episodes and getting all the boys together and doing episodes together.
Yeah, inshallah.
I've got to jump on a plane in about 3 minutes, so that's why we have to. We can't do more than an hour and a half.
He has a private jet, by the way, guys. He's super rich. As my Maria told, Dad, you're gonna go with Jabber? I said, yeah, he's verified. I said, so what? He said, that's mean he's famous. He's rich.
You got to get verified, bro. Tell him, don't worry about his blue tick. I'll fold his blue tick in the Kimura anytime.
I need more millions, only to be like humble.
Yeah, right, just a couple of millions. Yeah. I'm still not humble enough. I think another 10 million. I'll be good.
Yeah, inshallah.
Yeah, guys, I've been AJ. He's been
AM.
Cool. Yeah, he's got it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you soon. Boom.